Right, what's going on everyone? You're here with your boy Gary. Welcome back to my GD and Son channel. So I thought I'd kick off this video today. I've done a weigh-in. I'm going to be weighing myself every Wednesday, keeping track of my progress on here, keeping you updated on the weight, how much we're losing, if we're gaining anything, any little tweaks we're going to make to the diet. So I'm currently sitting at 267.4 pounds. Now that is a slight increase. I was down to 266 at one point, or I think maybe even 265. But the diet hasn't been on point. I am quite open to admit that, you know, over Easter I have had an Easter egg. You know, I have sort of had a takeaway here and there. So I kind of look at dieting as a marathon. I've always said this before, it's not a sprint to the finish line. You know, if you are being religiously good with your diet, you are going to get your goals a lot quicker than someone that says, you know, we're going to be a bit more relaxed with it. But enjoying life, having a bit of fun, you know, eating a little bit of unhealthy food every now and again in moderation is fine. As I say, it could just be water weight and stuff I'm holding. It doesn't necessarily mean it's fat that you've gained. This is why I don't like to weigh myself every day. So every Wednesday I'll jump on the scales, I'll weigh myself in, and we'll keep track of it. So gyms have been open now for about 48 hours. I'm embarrassed to say that I haven't been yet because I went football training on Sunday. I don't play for a league or anything like that. It's just a charity team. I used to be involved with my old company, Arriva. A group of lads there, they're playing a rival bus company. They asked if I wanted to play. I'd already made a commitment to that anyway, and I did really want to do it because it's at the Gallagher Stadium. I've always enjoyed football. Not very good at it, mind you, but I've always enjoyed playing it. And basically they started up training again, and it's run by a couple of people, one of them being an ex-paratrooper and the other one's in the TA, so they really know how to push people through their paces to get them fit. Now, we've done some serious training. Bear in mind it was only day one, so the training's going to get a lot more harder. It was the lunges, we was doing body weight squats, we was doing running, we was doing burpees. It was intense, and I didn't feel too bad at the time, but then the next day when I got up, yeah, I was cramping to the whole high heaven. I couldn't get out of bed. I managed to get in, obviously take the scrap metal in if you saw that last video I posted, but yeah, there weren't much else being done. I could barely move, so I didn't bother going to the gym over the last couple of days because I didn't want to sort of walk in there limping. You know, I want to go in there and get a really good solid workout. But today I'm feeling good, I'm feeling ready. I'm going to take you down, I'm going to show you the gym that I'm going to be using. I'm going to buy a week's pass down there, and we're just going to try and get some nice footage. I have already spoke to the gym and they've said that I'm allowed to film in there, but obviously whether that changes, you know, depending on how busy it is, I don't know. So we'll go down there, a week's pass, we'll trial it out. Hopefully they'll be fine with us filming in there and I can get some sick footage. So not much has changed with my diet really. I'm still trying to hit around about 2100 calories. I sometimes go up to 2150. Now, the reason being, I always have sort of like a few calories, like, you know, up to 50 calories as a margin, because I like to change my dinner sometimes. I usually eat the same sort of thing every day. However, I do like to change my dinner because eating the same thing day in, day out can get very boring. Now, if you just say, look, this is my meal plan, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, that's all I'm going to eat every day, every week, every month, all year, you will fail. Now, it's just, your body just wants different stuff. Like, if you can add something sweet into your day, you know, or if you can add something a bit more savoury, if you've got some sweet food and then you're having some savoury food, you know, your body will react differently to that, and it'll be like, you know, it's like a treat for you. Even though it's fitting in your calories and everything's working great, your body feels that it's having, like, even your mind, you feel like you're having a naughty sort of treat. So it's always worth sort of like mixing your diet up kind of thing, but just making sure that you're trying to hit your macros as best as possible. So my macros really, as I say, it just varies once again. As long as I'm under 2100 or 2150 calories, as long as I'm hitting under that, I just aim for somewhere around about 200 grams of protein or above. So 200 grams will be the absolute minimum. It goes up to about 250, sometimes even 260 grams of protein, which is probably higher than what I need, but it just depends on what food I'm eating. Fats I like to try and keep somewhere around about 30 to 50 grams, once again depending on what sort of foods I'm eating during the day. And carbohydrates, once again, go from anywhere from like 100 grams of carbs right up to like 250 grams of carbs. So you can sort of mix around your things, you know. If you want to have a higher protein diet one day and say, look, I'm going to eat more protein, lower the fats and have a few more carbs, or if you want to do more protein and more fats and have pretty much no carbs, you know, you can do that. It's a way of mixing your diet around so that it suits you, what you're doing, and your body. So I'm going to talk you through my diet today. We're not going to do it right now because I am fasted, and I'm going to try and stay fasted every day until about 12 o'clock. The only thing that I will say is sometimes I break my fast a bit earlier depending on when I go to the gym. So we're going to go to the gym a little bit earlier today. I am actually going to go to the gym fasted, but when I come out of the gym, I'll probably break my fast with something like a banana and a protein shake. So I'm getting a nice hit of protein, you know, a small amount of carbs just to refresh the body and put the energy levels back in. And then we'll roll out and we'll wait until we get to officially meal 1, which will be kind of like my lunchtime meal. So anyway, I think the next step will be going to the gym. So I'll see you there, and we'll have a little talk. Right, so we're here at the gym. It's just over there. Bad lighting in this van, I'll tell you. Not very good at all. Yeah, it doesn't look to be too busy. There's not a major amount of cars here. But yeah, I'm very nervous about going in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not nervous about training. I'm fine with the training process of it. It's all good. But basically, I don't do well filming myself in front of people. It's not something that comes quite naturally to me. As I say, I'm still really trying to build up my confidence and how I do things. So I'm going to try and get as much footage as possible in there, but if it gets a bit too awkward for me, I might just have to cut it there and gradually build up to it at a slow rate. But I'm going to try and do as much filming as possible and just, you know, try and open up in there a little bit and be myself, basically. So anyway, we're going to head in there now. I haven't got a pre-workout. I forgot to bring my Monster down with me. However, they have got a Monster counter in there. So I'll get a can of Monster, we'll get a week's membership, and hopefully I'll show you around the gym on the next section. Right, so we're in the gym. Absolutely massive place. Big old atmosphere. Nice ring. This place really is absolutely massive. So we're going to get some weights loaded on and let's get to it.
Same energy, work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage as they sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might might. But first I tell him run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell him run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell him run it up.
There's something in the air.
Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and they sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going.
Right, so training is done. Didn't really do any sort of particular kind of set training or anything like that. I've just done a little bit of everything. So what I didn't film, I finished on a little bit of an arm workout. There wasn't really anywhere decent to put the camera without moving loads of stuff. So the thing is, today, this whole week really isn't about lifting as heavy as I used to lift or like pushing my muscles as far as I possibly can. It's just like a reintroduction. Your body needs to adjust. Like I'm sore now, I'm sort of a bit achy. Tomorrow morning I'll probably wake up and I'll be a little bit stiff in my chest, and I'll probably come down tomorrow and I'll do shoulders instead, and I'll just work around my body like that. And then hopefully we'll do this week just basically doing whatever exercise we really want to do, just mixing up a couple on shoulders, couple on back, couple on legs, chest, arms, you know, just whatever you feel like doing on the day. Did finish on cardio as well. I've done 40 minutes, 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, which is the revolving steps. Burnt about 200 odd calories on that, or so it told me anyway. And then went on to the incline. It's basically the running machine, but I put it on an incline and I just sort of like fast walk on it. I don't do much running because I do running on a Sunday anyway with football. I just do like uphill walking, which really gets heart rate going, gets the sweat going on. I feel pretty good actually. As I say, I'm not sure how much the footage came out very well. I will upload it anyway, but hopefully I'll get better with the filming down there. But I do know one thing, I'm bloody starving. I'm going to go home and get something to eat. First meal that we're going to be having is a protein shake, 1 scoop of whey in there, and a banana. That's just like a little post-workout meal. Yeah, won't have my lunch until coming up 12 o'clock, maybe half 12. It's going to be some chicken wraps and some vegetables, so I'll show you that meal when we get to it. For now, I'm just going to take this, and I've got a little bit of work to do on the computer, and I'll get back with you. Right, so I'm just about to jump into meal number 2 now, which is like my lunchtime meal. It's going to be 280 grams of chicken, 2 white tortilla wraps, and 250 grams of mixed veg. Now, I have already had the banana and the protein shake, and I'll put the calories and macros for all of it on the screen there. That's what I'm at a minute, and my daily total is roughly around 2,100 or 2,150. So, yeah, that's what I'm at in the minute. Still got obviously dinner to have. I'm not sure what the calories are going to be today because I'm having steak today. So usually I already plan, like obviously chicken, I've already got it pre-cooked, I can just weigh it out. But with my steak, for example, it could weigh 200 grams, could weigh 100 grams, you know, I could weigh it now, but obviously it's going to lose weight once it's cooked. So I always weigh my meat once it's been cooked. So once it's been cooked, I'll weigh it, sort it out, and then I can sort of adjust my protein if I need to, or my carbohydrates to make sure it fits my calories. So jump in, meal number 2. Right, so here's what meal number 2 looks like, aka my lunch. We've got 2 nice wraps there. Got a little bit of mayo in there, but it's the lighter than light version. Basically, I had a bit more chicken left over, so that's actually 320 grams of chicken, because I didn't want to leave the last little bit to, you know, to go thrown in the bin or anything. So 320 grams of chicken, 2 wraps, a little bit of salad in there, and some mayonnaise, low calorie stuff. And then over here, 300 odd grams of mixed vegetables. I think that's 320 as well, because I had some left over. Just using up the last little bit. So going to eat this meal now. As I say, I'll put all the calories and macros on screen, and yeah, let's get to it. Right, so you've joined me in the kitchen. I've just finished cooking my final meal for the day, and we have a steak, which is lovely. And just finished cooking it. I'm going to go over it with you now. So I've got 220 grams of steak, sirloin steak, because it's a less fattier one. I've also got 220 grams of sweet potato, a bag of mixed veg, and 2 eggs. Now, I'll stick all the calories and macros on screen there for this meal, and I'll also, just after, right there, I'll stick the daily total. So I've actually come in just under my daily total, which is great, by 1 calorie. So as I said before, my daily calories can range from anywhere from 2,100 to 2,150. I do have that 50 calorie margin, so that you can sort of, if you do go slightly over with sweet potato or a bit of chicken, you know, you haven't got to sort of slice it off and, you know, compensate. You know, if you've got a little bit of food that's lying around and you need to use up, that's great. So anyway, I just want to say, if you did like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you all on the next video. So take care, everyone.